Hello, and once again, welcome to Not Fake News. I have a couple articles here by Danny Gold and Liberty Writers. Breaking: Donald Trump just got exactly what he needs to save the VA. Good news. One of President Donald Trump's biggest campaign promises was that he was going to help out our vets by fixing the broken VA. Well, guess what just happened? The U.S. Senate just unanimously confirmed David Shulkin to lead the Department of Veterans Affairs. Yep, that guy right there. Shulkin was so beloved by senators on both sides that despite most of Trump's cabinet members getting delayed, the Senate approved him under 10 minutes. That scares me. If they like him, it scares me a little. Shulkin served as the Undersecretary of the VA under Obama and has worked hard to find middle ground between conservative and liberal ideologies for the Department of the Veterans Affairs. For the liberals, he has promised not to privatize the VA. For the conservatives, he has promised more integration with private sector to make more options of health care available. As proof of his commitment to our veterans, he requested that the Congress hold him 100% accountable for reforming and improving the VA. Otherwise, they should fire him and find someone better. I am going to be serious about making these changes, and I am regaining that trust. And if I don't do it, I should be held accountable, and you should replace me, he said. Interestingly enough, David Shulkin is the first ever person to head the VA without ever serving in the U.S. Armed Forces.
Tell me why you're supporting Trump.
I'm Brian Casella, and I'm supporting Trump because I really think that he can make a difference in this country. I think that the economy is the biggest issue that we have, and he's a businessman. He can turn it around. I really believe that. I mean, that's it. And what he says about the veterans, I'm going to hold him to it.
Yeah.
I am. If you're going to support the vets, I got so many vets that I know that are on the streets or need help. And, nobody cares about him. He keeps talking about it. I believe him.
Yeah.
I believe him too.
Yeah, I've heard him talk about the veterans more than anybody else, and it really is amazing to see the numbers of vets that I've been meeting at rallies who are just like, look, Trump, we're going to hold him to it. If he doesn't do it, we're going to be on him.
Well, that's not good. You don't want vets
Exactly.
peed off at somebody that says they're going to do something and they don't.
But I think that's why the government's going after their guns right now?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe so. I've seen it many times that a lot of veterans can't get weapons.
Yeah.
They can't protect themselves because of their military status. What is that?
I know.
Because you were in the military, now you can't have a weapon because
You could have a gun before.
Yeah.
And they don't have guns on bases and at these recruiting centers. And so that's
Well, that was with
that's an
Bill
open
Clinton.
target. Yeah.
That was with Bill Clinton. He started that. And that's a little different question. I've been on bases, and I don't want everybody to have weapons because my soldiers, I was a drill sergeant. I don't want my privates to have weapons walking around posts, as they're being trained.
Right.
But after they get to that point, yes.
I think once you've made it in and you're enlisted
Of
and you've
course.
served,
Of course.
those guys have been trained. They know how to take apart a gun, put it back together, and
course.
everything in between. So,
Of course.
So you were telling me you had some problems with the VA. You want to tell me what happened?
What do you... When times get tough, and you can't find a job, and you can't do this, it seems like they just kind of blow you off.
Yeah.
They just, they don't have anything for you. Yeah,
And they asked you to make the ultimate sacrifice, and then they don't want to back you up.
Yes, sir.
When did you
When it
serve?
comes down to that, I served from 2001. I signed up. It was crazy. On September 11, 2001, I was at what's called the MEPS station, Military Entry Processing Station.
Right.
And I thought that was a propaganda video. I thought it was. But the guy comes up and says to me, he's like, says to everybody, well, if you don't want to be part of this, then leave. And everybody left. And I stayed. I had a wife and 2 kids, and I fought for that. And I feel like everybody left us behind, because when I see people that are hurt and homeless and everything that are military vets, come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
What do you think of Donald Trump one to release the 28 pages of the 9/11 report that shows Saudi Arabia's involvement. That's what we think it is.
I've kind of read some of that, or I've investigated into that. I believe it. I believe that, I don't think George Bush was involved in this, and I don't think that it was, a planned attack on our part. I think it was just straight them.
Okay.
I don't know. He didn't support it, I know that.
It was a crazy time, and it feels like we've lost a decade of our of what we could have been doing to, instead of fighting a war on terror, doing all this other stuff. We've lost that. And now, 16 years later, 15 years later, we still don't have. I don't think we still have the real truth of what happened on that day.
I don't know. I do. I think we saw it. I mean, you could look behind the scenes and do all the conspiracy theories and all that, but I believe that that's what they were intending to do, and that's, what they did.
Yeah.
Now, how do you strike back? Well, I think Bush did a good job with that. I mean, we can't have people just...
Do you think we should have gone into Iraq?
Well, I don't know. I had mixed feelings on that when I went in there.
Right.
I thought it was a lot about oil and stuff like that.
Right.
But, I don't know. You have to make a strike against somebody that makes a strike against you. So they send us.
Right.
And
Yeah. And then they don't back you up when you come home. Did you have to take a lot of vaccines or anything before you
of course.
deployed? Yeah.
Of course. It was crazy. I mean, they shoot you up with stuff that you don't even know what it is.
Right.
Here you go. You walk through this gauntlet. Nice guy. And they got needles. And there's 6 of them in this gun. And they stick them in your arm. Pop! Now, what is that? What are they just putting you?
Next. Well, thank you for your service. God bless you.
Thank you.
Hope you enjoyed Trump, and I hope he really takes care of the veterans. I sincerely
I hope so, too.
My father-in-law and my brother-in-law are both veterans, and if they're going to ask you to make the ultimate sacrifice, we definitely should find the money to take care of them when they come back.
They don't need to lay in the streets.
I agree,
man.
I agree. They need help.
Hey,
All right, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
That was InfoWars. Let's celebrate by sharing the great news out to everyone and everywhere. Under our new president, no more veterans will die while waiting for health care. God bless America. And I have another ad here by Paris Swade. Breaking: CNN kicked out of country. Look what just happened to them. CNN. Aww. CNN just got kicked out of Venezuela. That's right, for making up fake news. Ha 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 ha. The Panama Post is now reporting that Venezuela President Nicolas Maduro has officially kicked CNN out of the country. He says CNN is making up fake news. Maduro said on Sunday that he wants CNN outside Venezuela after they info about the school lunches. CNN kicked out of Venezuela. Boop, bye. Some media like CNN tried to manipulate the information, Maduro said. They cannot manipulate information like that. It's our affair. Of Venezuelans, CNN does not need to put its nose in Venezuela. I want CNN well away from here. Maduro seems to agree with Trump. Remember what Trump did to CNN? Well, we know what he did. He said, you're fake news, blah, blah, blah. Fake news, fake news. Here are some examples of CNN's fake news. At CNN, Donald Trump tweets, CNN is in a total meltdown with their fake news because their ratings are tanking since the election, and their credibility will be soon gone. Reports by CNN that I will be working on The Apprentice during my pregnancy, even part-time, are ridiculous and untrue. Fake news. Donald Trump tweets again, congratulations, Fox News, for being the #1 in the inauguration ratings. There were many times higher than fake news CNN, many times higher. Public is smart. Donald Trump, any negative polls are fake news, just like the CNN, ABC, and NBC polls in the election. Sorry, people. Want border security and extreme vetting. Sorry. While on fake news, CNN, Bernie Sanders was cut off for using the term fake news and described the network. They said technical difficulties. This is huge. CNN is fake news and people are starting to realize it, really starting. Let's get the CNN boycott going, y'all. 1. Comment. Turn off CNN below in the post. 2. Share this article everywhere. Let's get CNN out of the public locations. Their crap propaganda shouldn't be used against the public anymore. If you ask me, they have blood on their hands for all the riots and all the lying and everything that's been going on since the election ended. Right or wrong? So, comment below. Subscribe to our site, our channel, if you haven't already subscribed. And hit the bell next to the subscribe button so you get the breaking stories as they come in and you have the stories before any of your family or friends. And if you like what we're doing here at Not Fake News, please like this video. It's what we're here for, and it really helps, and we really appreciate it. Thank you, and have a great day.